I was really surprised. I was 37 years old and never went to the doctor for anything, very healthy, very active. I'll tell you, cancer definitely slowed me down. I'm Niccole Branson. I was originally diagnosed at a stage 3. I live in Phoenix, Arizona. I am currently undergoing treatment again for a recurrence that just recently happened. So it has now increased me to a stage 4. The way it happened was I actually had a lot of acid reflux. I had been starting to lose a little bit of weight. I started taking some over-the-counter medication and it kind of reduced it a little bit. But by July of 2021, I wasn't even able to get off the couch. I was not able to eat or drink water. I was vomiting. So I went into a GI doctor and we did an endoscopy and looked in my stomach, and they found that I had a large tumor in the base of my stomach. I was 37 years old and never went to the doctor for anything, very healthy, very active. I'll tell you, cancer definitely slowed me down. Hasn't stopped me, but it has slowed me down just a little bit. So I did reach out to my uncle, who's pretty much my father, to get some of his advice. But yeah, it was definitely a big surprise that it was gastric cancer. When I ended up having that come back positive. My first treatment, August 10th. So within like 2 weeks of my diagnosis, they had me in for chemo. So I started on FLOT. In November of 2021, we did 80% removal of my stomach along with my gallbladder. We had really clear margins on the upper part of my stomach, but the lower part, he was a little bit more concerned with. He got clear margins, but not to where the surgeon really liked. So we ended up doing 25 rounds of radiation, targeted radiation with a chemo pill. And then I had COVID. Final round in March of 2022. And I received my NED for that time in May. So I'm kind of a unique situation where I don't have the CDH1 gene. I actually have the BRCA1 mutation. They found that is what caused my cancer. My mom passed away from breast cancer. Her mom passed away from breast cancer. Moving into this year, the end of last year, we were doing, all of last year, I should say, we were doing my preventative, scans and follow-up treatments and things of that nature. And because of the mutation, they were focusing highly on watching my ovaries for ovarian cancer. We ended up having a PET scan that kind of came back a little funky around my ovaries. So I ended up meeting with an OBGYN oncologist. We decided in, I think, March of this year to go ahead and do a full hysterectomy. So that was the total removal of my ovaries, fallopian tubes, uterus, and cervix. When they went in, it was the beginning of April of this year, found that my gastric cancer had come back. I had signet ring on both ovaries. There was some stuff that showed up in my fallopian tubes, and then they found tumors in my omentum as well as on my peritoneum. So we have been, I just completed my 5th round of FOLFOX, and then we are kind of planning for the future of what we're going to do. I actually do a lot of mentorship through some of the different organizations that are out there. But honestly, for advice for new patients, I think that people really need community. Figure out somebody that you can share with. I love my family, I love my friends, but people don't understand it. Get online, get on Facebook, there's so many good Facebook groups that are out there right now for stomach cancer patients, different foundations. Also, really, again, the education is key, knowing what you're on, knowing how it's to affect you, because, doctors don't know. Doctors don't know if we have 6 months, 8 months, a year, 5 years, 10 years to live. I know stage 4 patients that have been around for 10 plus years. So stay positive, connect with people, and really just education.
Unfortunately, we have to be big advocates for ourselves, and we have to have the knowledge behind it, and we have to become, I talked to the surgeon yesterday, and he says, you guys have become experts on stomach cancer at this point, which is unfortunate that we have to be the ones to do the research and gain the knowledge, and along with being the ones that are going through treatment and fighting this disease. So I wish we could see a place where there was a consistent treatment, because that's also not the case at all. Like I said, I had a very textbook treatment plan that happened, and mine happened very, very quickly.
That's kind of where I see it. I wish we could see some sort of standard practice, standard of care. We as the patient don't have to be the ones that are telling our doctors, hey, what about this? Or asking our doctors, not even just telling, but asking our doctors, about, hey, can we get me on Signatera? Can we look at HIPEC? Can we look at these things that I've heard about from other people that are getting them done? So that's kind of where I'm sitting with it.